All right, my Aquarian friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing you your monthly horoscope for September 2020. We've got Mercury moving 2 signs, we've got Venus moving a sign, we've got Mars retrograde, all right, new moon in Virgo, very lovely, and the end of spring, the end of summer and the beginning of autumn. All right, so let's get into your chart, show you this, and see what's going on. Well, we've got the first one up. Now, the first thing up was this full moon, okay? Pisces full moon. And since I was crazy busy, I didn't get a chance to get these monthly horoscopes out. I'm putting at the end a full moon video that deals with astrotheology, dives very deep into the philosophies and religious aspects of astrology. Very profound, very interesting. I'm just letting you know right now what it is, but I'm going to put that at the end so you can check that out if you'd like. Okay, the Pisces full moon is a very big deal, and how that has worked its way throughout history. Okay, so it's kind of a cool video if you want to check that out. So the first thing up then is Mercury moving out of your 8th house into your 9th house. Okay, this is all about what? This is about philosophy and education and religion. Okay, so maybe you would be very interested in that video that I just put out. All right, Mercury. Now look, Mercury and Venus, how cool is this? Creating that sextile right there, an easy flow of energy between 2 different signs, earth and water. Now Mercury is going to enter your 9th house, you know, philosophy and education and travel and higher thinking and all that good stuff here. So you're really going to be putting your nose to the books, seeking out information that expands your knowledge, okay? And Venus entering your 7th house. This is about partnerships, okay? This is so cool. So maybe you're communicating on a higher way, and you're aligning that communication with your partner. Okay, if you're already in a romantic partnership, that means this, you know, we're learning about love, we're learning about life, and we're applying these lessons down here to our partnerships. Okay, if you're not in a partnership, if you're not, if you're looking or seeking, Venus entering the 7th house is always a very favorable time for new romance on the way. Okay, with the North Node here in Gemini, in your 5th house, this is about, you know, romantic partnerships. So maybe you're seeking romance over the next couple of years, and Venus could certainly help aid that out, bring that into manifestation. And again, if you're already in a committed romantic partnership or anything like that, what this means is it's going to amplify. Okay, so that means you're going to be able to communicate things with your partner that maybe you never have before. You know, it's like, oh my God, I've been with you for years, and now we're just now touching base on this. And how cool is that? This rediscovery or new discovery of self and partnership. All right, so very, very cool aspect going on right there. And then on the 9th, down here in your 3rd house. Okay, now these two are going to be playing an interesting role together as Mercury is entering your 9th house. All right. It was seeking knowledge, seeking information, and seeking worldly knowledge, seeking worldly information. And you have Mars down here retrograde about my own knowledge. What does this Mars retrograde mean for you? Okay, and it's going to happen on the 9th all the way for 2 months, a little over 2 months till like November 11th, I think. And, you know, Mars in the 3rd house is seeking knowledge, seeking information, which is very similar to what, you know, the North Node in Gemini is doing as a whole. When we look at the zodiac as a whole, North Node in Gemini is saying, I must seek my own path. I must seek my own truth. I must figure out my own way through this, regardless of what everybody else is saying. The rest of the world can tell me that they're going to put an AI chip in my hand and to fear this and that. And, you know, that's you and that's great. And I love you, but I have to seek my own truth. So when Mercury's entering your 9th house, all right, higher knowledge, higher source of information, a collection of worldly knowledge, okay, similar to like that video that I put out. I'm telling you, it's kind of interesting, but it takes lots of people and lots of different cultures to gain that information, right? So now here, what this is saying is I need to reevaluate my personal truth. My personal truth is up for reconsideration. Okay, maybe there is a concept, an idea, a philosophy that I have stuck to my whole life. Maybe I need to rethink that. Maybe I need to go back and see if there's another way. And maybe this way, you know, has more open doors to it. Okay, so this is a very powerful transit for you, my Aquarius friends, and you're the futuristic, you know, thinkers of the zodiac, right? You're the ones that see ahead. You're the ones that are like, yeah, everybody's focused on this now, but I'm focused on, you know, where we're going and where we're headed. Okay, and this Mars retrograde over the next 2 months, again, is going to be a reevaluation, rethinking, and how we're acting and how we're choosing to put forth energy into what areas in our life, and specifically dealing with knowledge and our own personal truth. Okay, so maybe we're going to be seeking, you know, where Mercury's at, seeking other knowledge than we would normally be. Okay, this is a cool placement for you, okay? And the fact that it is a sextile to, you know, a 60-degree angle to wherever you are at as an Aquarian, whatever, you know, if you have your sun or this is your rising sign over here in Aquarius, this is a harmonious aspect of air and fire down there to Aries, okay? So this also can be a sluggish feeling, and we'll talk about this over the next couple of months and in the daily videos. It can be a sluggish feeling, and I don't want to do the work. But Mercury's over there pulling you, saying we have to seek this knowledge. You know, we have to keep moving forward and doing this. Mercury and Venus are going to be the only two planets in the zodiac that aren't retrograde. Everything else is retrograde, including Chiron. Okay? There's a lot of backward momentum going on here. There's a lot of revisiting and rethinking things. And if we're rethinking part of ourselves, or, you know, my thought, my wisdom, my wisdom is up to change right now. My wisdom is up for a serious, I've been looking left the whole time and I never saw what was over here on the right. And this just flipped my lid, you know, so you can expect some of that lid flipping over the next 2 months in a very, very positive way. You know, there's tension going on between, you know, because you got Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter in your 12th house of karma. Endings, completion, okay, also creativity. So there's like this balance going on here, this balance between this is, you know, karmically where we've been and the knowledge that I have here. And this knowledge and this, you know, we must clear some of this stuff up and resolve, you know, remedy. All these RE words are beautiful for retrogrades. Okay, so very profound, very powerful time. On the 17th, we're going to have a new moon in Virgo, your 8th house, shared resources. Are you getting a new business? Are you starting a new business? Are you moving in with somebody? What is going on here? Okay, things are changing in the mutable sign of Virgo. And the sun and the moon is a new beginning. And in your 8th house is about shared resources. What's mine? What's yours is what's ours. And what's ours, this new beginning here, what's ours is better than what was just mine or just yours. Okay, really awesome. So something's great happening there in the middle of the month. And then on the 22nd, it's going to be on the 25th degree. All right, we'll talk about that more in the daily videos, of course. Then on the 27th, or 22nd, say, oh, bye summer, bye summer. I love autumn. I love autumn. It's honestly, it's my favorite, but I also love going to the beach and going for hikes and all of these things. And it's like, okay, these things are coming to an end right now. You've got Uranus in your 4th house, which is saying don't lose track of nature. Okay, you're an Aquarian. You're driven by the future. You are driven by technology. Okay, Uranus breaking through. Uranus is your planet, saying we must connect with nature. We must reconnect with this land, this earth that we call home. Okay. Then on the 27th now, Mercury's going to rip through Libra. Sun enters Libra on the 22nd, right? Goodbye summer, hello autumn. And is going to continue to shine its way in this place of philosophy and education. You're really taking your time here to shine your light in this worldly, higher sense of knowledge and seeking this wisdom out. Okay, and Mars is actually aiding you because Mars, if it was just going straight through here with no retrograde, it would be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I did that with astrology when I was younger. Okay. I remember, I will never forget it. It was one of the first astrology posters I ever read, you know. And it was just like, today you're gonna zag instead of zig and throw people off. And I was like, this is dumb. I'm like, I'm always crazy anyway. Like, I'm always an unexpected. I'm gonna do me anyway. This is fugazi. This is whatever. I didn't give it any thought. Times change, right? Our minds expand. Our philosophies change. So the sun entering into Libra in your 9th house is like shining a light. Philosophies change. So Mars just going through your 3rd house is be like, yeah, I'm set in my way. I get it. I understand this wisdom. I understand this knowledge. That what you're talking about there, it's nothing to me. Okay? So this is a great time to change that. All right? This new moon also change. Great change is coming. Okay? So very powerful time. Then on the 27th, Mercury leaves Libra and enters the sign of Scorpio. Okay? Scorpio's your 10th house. Career, public image. Okay? So it's just like people are going to start to see you change. So if there is something going on with a career here, or buying a business, or starting a business, or buying a building, there's something going on here with the 8th house, new beginning, new moon happening. Let me know, my Aquarius friends. Let me know if that's something that's going on for you right now. I always love to know, because it's, I don't know what's going on in your personal lives, but I know this chart. So when Mercury enters your 10th house, foreshadowing the sun, Prometheus, stole the fire from the gods, this fire from the sun, and gave it to humanity. This is a foreshadow. Okay, what's coming next month? So Mercury moving into the sign of Scorpio is like, hey, I'm here. I'm thinking about my career. I'm focused on my public image. I'm focused on how people view me in this world. And I am the futuristic, thinker of Aquarian that thinks of radical breakthrough new ideas and applies them to the world. So maybe something, you're going to apply some of these breakthrough radical ideas to your career. And then boom, when the sun finally catches up next month, really, really starts to shine, So this is, there's sluggish energy, there's tension between Saturn and Mars, but we've been dealing with that. We already know what that energy feels like right now. We're still in the Mars square Saturn right now. And guess what? We made it. Was it as terrible as we all thought it would be? It's growing pains, man. It's our own personal expansion, and we're going to get through it. And we're going to have hurdles, and we're going to have down hills that are easy, and we're going to have hills that we're going to very high, we're going to have to walk. But no matter what, you still have all this Capricorn energy here saying you're going to get through it. And karmically, you have to. Karmically, you got to pull your weight. Can't rely on other people to do it. You are the director of the show. You are the delegator. You are the conductor of the orchestra. All right? All right, my Aquarius friends. This is a beautiful month ahead. A lot of great change coming your way. And I'm telling you, what's going to happen upstairs in your mind and how you're changing your, new views, new philosophies, new thoughts coming in, letting go of old ways of thinking. Huge month, and how it's going to, amplify the rest of the year is just profound, beautiful. All right. Have a beautiful month, and we'll see you for the dailies.